What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel and a happy New Year's to you all. And yes, by the time this video is up, it will be at least a week past New Year's. I am Filipino. I tend to be late for things. Is that? Really? That wasn't that fun. Anyways, yeah, like I said in the title, New Year, New Diet. I'm gonna be taking you guys through a basic grocery haul to show you my staples in my fat loss diet. These things, it's nothing fancy, nothing too expensive. It's just, this diet is meant to be cheap and convenient for you guys because I don't know if you're like me, but I do not have all the money to spend on groceries and I do not have the time to create fancy meals or recipes. But if you do have that time, if you do have that money, go for it. You can always get very fancy stuff, but for me, and I'm assuming a lot of you're in the same situation as I am. So yeah. If you guys are ready, I'm ready, and I'll see you guys at Target. Alright, what is up, guys? I currently just pulled up at Target right now, and I'm currently waiting for Adrian because he asked me to help him with his diet because he wants to start a fitness journey of his own, so I'm glad I inspired him, and I feel honored that he asked me to help him out. Oh yeah, by the way, yes, I am in gym clothes. No, I do not wear gym clothes out for regular wear. Okay, maybe because Target, I have to walk around the grocery store, right? So it's kind of my cardio session for the month because I'm in bulk mode. So yeah, so I'm just waiting on him and I'll see you guys inside. What is up, guys? I'm currently in Target right now. I am soaking wet and I'm wearing slippers, so my feet are super wet, and when I get to the gym it's gonna stink. I did not make a good choice when I chose to wear slippers outside, but oh, it is what it is. It is currently 5:05. I told Adrian 5, but he's Filipino, so I should have known better, but I thought it was going to be different. I don't know if you guys notice a pattern here, but yep, Filipinos always late. So yeah, I'm just walking around the store. I have to get used to doing this in a public place because I'm currently in an aisle right now by myself, because whenever I see people looking, there was someone right there. Anyways, yeah, I have to get used to this to be more comfortable out in a public environment. I'm working on it, but yeah, just hopefully he'll get here. It's 5:07. I'll give it 5:15. Hopefully he gets here by 5:15. And yeah, all right. Who decided to show up? What time is it? Oh, cut the clip. What was that? What's up? All right, which one of you guys are going to be the cameraman? Michael? No, I'm serious. I'm being serious. Alright, Michael is the one that's going to be the cameraman. If you look in the cart at the moment, this is honestly all you need.
This is all you need. Meal plan right here.
Tape, because all you have to do is tape your mouth and you won't eat anything bad. Alright, that's it for the video, guys. See you guys next time. So, on a real note, I'm going to start from one macronutrient to the other. I'm going to start off with protein, carbs, and fats. So we're going to go over to the protein section real quick. Alright, first one up, I'm going to start off with lean ground beef. Usually with beef, you want to be careful of the fat content that comes in it. Usually, you can see on there, it'll be 80% lean, 20% lean, or 80% lean, 20% fat. Alright, so right here, I usually go with the 93.7. Right here, 93.7, 93% fat, 93% lean, 7% fat. The macronutrients on this is 8 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, and 23 grams of protein per serving, and per serving is 112 grams. Also, if you ground turkey, right here, extra lean ground turkey, the nutrients on these is 1.5 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, and 26 grams of protein per serving. This is a really good alternative to beef, and also another staple is more on the expensive end. It's $13 for 8 steaks, but right here it's 6 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, and 24 grams of protein. So this is a kind of a bit fancier. Chicken breast right here. It's truly a staple in any cutting diet. It's, as you can see, the nutrients are 3 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, and 26 grams of protein, kind of the same as the turkey. Usually I have 2 meats throughout my diet. It either switches between the turkey beef and the steaks, and then I usually have this every day, and another source of protein over right here, 80 calories, 12 grams of protein per serving. It's 8 grams of carbs and 0 grams of fat. So this is a really good protein source as well. And also another one, which is a good source of protein and fat, are eggs, or large eggs. It contains a lot of vitamins and contains a lot of protein, but usually you want to be careful of the fat content. It's oh, here it is. Here's one. So serving size, 1 egg, 5 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, 6 grams of protein per egg. So usually you don't want to eat too much of these because these do have, like, the fat content will build up. Usually what I do is I put 2 to 3 eggs and then I put egg whites, because usually the yolk is what contains the fat. The egg whites is what contains most of the protein. So right here, if you look, 0 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein per serving. So usually I mix those two together for breakfast. Oh, and another one for protein is whey protein. They have whey protein powders here, but usually I get mine from GNC. And you can do protein bars too. Should we just go with it? So to the nutrition section. Yeah. All right. What is up, guys? We're now moving over to carbs. Usually, I'll start off with vegetables. I usually go with frozen vegetables because it's convenient. You don't really have to cook it, and you can store it for long periods of time. So right here, usually 89 cents per bag frozen mixed vegetables. This is one of my vegetables I go with. 0 grams fat, 10 grams of carbs, and then 2 grams of protein. So it's a truly healthy source of carbs and micronutrients. On the expensive side, it's right here. 89 cents per bag of mixed vegetables, but for asparagus, it's $4.49. But this asparagus, like, one fun fact is it takes 9 calories to burn, 7 calories to eat. So each asparagus you eat, you're burning 2 calories. Yeah, it's not a lot, but it's small, you know, it builds up. So right here, the macronutrients on this is 0 grams of fat, 3 grams of protein, 2 grams of carb, or 2 grams of protein and 3 grams of carbs per serving.
That's familiar.
If you guys have me on Snap, you always see me eat cereal with strawberries. Another good source of macronutrients. No sugar added right here, so that's good. So the macronutrients on these is 0 grams of fat, 13 grams of carbs, and not a lot of protein. This is a good way to volumize your breakfast with cereal.
Lorenz, can I get some Halo Top?
Yeah, Halo Top. If you see, I eat Halo Tops too. These are also another healthy source of protein and carbs right here. They're low on fat, 14 grams of carbs, and then 5 grams of protein. Yeah, you have to make sure you measure this out because the sugar will build up. But this is also a good cheat at the end of the day. It's something to look forward to, because I definitely look forward to this on a cut. All right, so another source of carbs is bread. Usually I go with whole wheat bread, and the specific brand I get is Dave's Killer bread right here. There are different kinds, like right here it says, oh, these are bagels. Right here, Good Seed, 21 whole grains, and Power Seed. So usually, let me see, for you. Yeah, they have different nutrients on them, but I usually go with the Power Seed one. It's right here, 2 grams of fat, 17 grams of carbs, and 5 grams per slice. That's a lot because these are the bigger slices, but right here, the smaller slice, right here. If you need less carbs on it, then these are 12 grams of carbs, 3 grams of protein, 1 gram of fat. Because if you compare these two, these are smaller, slices. A source of fat that I put on the bread is almond butter. Right here, almond butter, not gonna lie, it's pretty expensive for this small thing. It's $7.49. But right here, the nutrients, 18 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of protein. Usually you'll be able to meet your fat from the eggs, your protein source, and your and other sources. But if you're kind of short on fat, this is a good way to go. I actually look forward to this. I really enjoy this a lot. And another one is, let's go. Oh, rice too. These are microwavable rice, but if you're Filipino, you always have rice prepared in your cooker, so I don't really have to worry about that. Brown rice or white rice, it doesn't really matter. I'm not saying get these specific ones, those jasmine rice in the big bags. You're most likely gonna have those somewhere. So you just have to make sure you eat this in moderation and you measure it out. And right here, another source of protein is tortillas. Yeah, tortillas doesn't seem like the best type, but if you're right here, carb balanced tortillas are the best way to go if you want to make an egg and beef wrap or something. The nutrients on these is 3 grams of carbs, or 3 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein, comparing to something say, whole wheat tortillas right here. It goes from same grams of fat, but 22 grams of carbs and 4 grams of protein. Yeah, it's not that big of a difference, but small differences change, and the more detail you put in your diet, the more detail you see in your body. And as we come over here, right here, cereal. This is the cereal I get. It's a Special K protein cereal. It's the cinnamon brown sugar. Has a good taste to it. As you see on the nutrients, 1 gram of fat, 22 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of protein. That's actually really good for a cereal, because if you look at something like Special K right here, you want this? This is what I eat like every day. Like you see it.
Sure.
Special K original. Like this is also a good alternative too. Like 23 grams of carbs, 6 grams of protein, 0.5 grams of fat, but this one has more taste to it. I find it more enjoyable than like a plain like flavor like this. All right. Another source of protein. Sorry, I forgot to put this in. Another source of protein is beef jerky. Here, like the macros usually on beef. You have to watch for the macros, but right here, this one's good. 12 grams of protein, 5 grams of carbs, and then 1 gram of fat. So it's a good snack to add, like if you're short on protein. Water, of course.
Water, okay.
Always definitely need your water. Very important. Another a good source of carbs are rice cakes. Usually I prefer the caramel flavor. It's 11 grams of carbs, like 0 grams of fat, and then not a lot of protein, but look, 11 grams. It's a lot per one cake, and there's 14. So this is a good alternative, and 5 whole grains in it too. Can't go wrong with this. Okay, and probably the last thing on this list is the milk for the cereal. Usually I go with the Silk almond milk, unsweetened vanilla, because look, as you see right here, 100% smoothness, and 0 grams of sugar. And then right here, the nutrients are 2.5 grams of fat, 1 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of protein. And right here, you see right here the benefits: no sugar added, dairy and lactose free, gluten free, soy free, cholesterol, no saturated fat. And yeah, it says try our large size, and they have this right here. So if you want to go big, all right. I think we're done.
That's the thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail.
Want me to stop?
Oh no, it's fine. He can make.
You thought I wasn't gonna eat anything. You thought.
You thought?
I ain't starving myself.
All right, let's close it out. All right, guys, that is a basic grocery haul for a cutting diet. Thank you, Adrian, for coming, and thank you, Michael, for being the cameraman. Intern.
You turn around.
Yeah.
All right, all right, guys.
Never mind. You know what
Have a good
I was
one.
gonna-
You want to do the outro?
No, you do it. It's
You do the
yours.
outro?
It's
I'll let
your
him do the
channel.
outro.
What's the outro?
Hey,
Cut the clip. Ah!